right, hey everybody, hope your Tuesday is going well. It has been a beautiful day here all across South Texas. We've had a little bit of cloud cover this morning, yeah, but it has been nice. Temperatures were down in the 50s and 60s this morning, a little bit on the humid side. You're going to notice that humidity climbing these next couple of days as we continue to have the southeasterly winds pick up. Now here's some good news though. We do have molds at a light level, and we also have ragweed coming in at a light level for today. So no big issues out there as far as the allergens are concerned. Nothing's going to be bothering you too much. As far as the almanac is concerned, you will notice that we have the let me turn this down, sorry. I am watching here on my phone too, making sure that the stream's going just fine. But we did have temperatures drop down to the 50s this morning, so we were 10 degrees warmer this morning compared to what we were yesterday. That's from all that moisture streaming in from the south and east. 63, yeah, that was the high earlier this morning, but the National Weather Service will update that as we head into this afternoon, and you will notice that it is going to be very warm this afternoon with humid conditions. Rainfall so far this month, 5.6 inches. I mean, we have had a very wet month so far. We needed it, so it's nice to see. There's a look at the sunrise this morning on the Calaveras Lake time lapse. Absolutely stunning. A little bit of cloud cover though has streamed in as we've made our way throughout today. And you can see that as we look out across some of our tower cams. Morgan's Wonderland camp showing some of that cloud cover move in. A lot of moisture filling in the atmosphere, allowing us to feel more humid outside, and also causing us to spark up a little bit more cloud cover, but no rain expected today. Here's a look out at the airport. Not a bad look there. Beautiful start to the day there, and also out towards northwest San Antonio as we look towards downtown. A beautiful view. Temperature sitting at about 76 in Pleasanton, 70 in San Antonio, as well as Boerne, 69 in Kerrville, and 67 in Fredericksburg. Notice down towards George West and Beeville, sitting at 80 degrees. Very warm, and look at those winds streaming in from the south and east. Like I said, more humidity expected, and we have dew points back in the 60s. This time yesterday, they were still in the 40s and 50s. So much more humid out there, not as crisp fall air like what we had just yesterday, and that's going to be the trend these next few days. I hope you got out and enjoyed some of those beautiful fall mornings we had the last couple of days. The Muggy meter shows that climb in humidity as the southeasterly winds continue. We have mid-60s to even near 70-degree dew points, a very tropical air mass, I like to say. I like to say it's almost like you close your eyes and you're sitting on the beach whenever we start to get that humid. So just be ready for that humidity to be on the rise. Cloud cover will continue to kind of stick around today, partly cloudy to mostly cloudy sky. No rain out there, though, expected, and again, we don't really need it. Last week, we had plenty of rainfall occur across the region, and no need for us to get any more rainfall, at least for now. We are just less than an inch away from seeing our average amount of rainfall for an entire calendar year. So the upper level pattern does show that we have this weak system moving across the United States. And let me go ahead and put a pause here, guys, because I want to be able to explain this to y'all. This is a system that we have moving across right here, sweeping across Denver. And the energy from that system is kind of going to stay a little bit further off to the north. It could spark some showers and storms from parts of Texas, but not going to be able to bring that energy as far south as to where we're at. We continue through the timeline, and we have this huge trough that's sitting off just off the coast of the Pacific coast, rather. And that is going to continue to just kind of swirl around out there and hang out on the western half of the United States while we have a weak ridge over us. And that means that we stay dry. In other words, not dry as in humidity, but dry as in lower chances for rainfall. Eventually, though, this trough is going to sweep across the United States. You see, it is getting pretty close there as we head into Monday, but I think it's still going to be hanging out there at least for a few more days. Once this does sweep across the United States, we will get some better rain chances, but you see, even into Monday of next week, still having a fairly good ridge over us, meaning that rain chances will be low to pretty much maybe even zero as we head throughout the next week. Now, future clouds and radar does try to spark up a couple showers today, but similar to the last couple of days, like how it tried to spark up some shower activity, I don't think we're going to see anything in the way of rainfall. 70s and 80s for this afternoon. We move into tonight, temperatures dropping down to the 60s. A lot of cloud cover, still going to be staying very much on the warm and humid side. We move into the afternoon on Wednesday into the 80s, maybe even 90 down at Carrizo Springs, 92 in Cotulla. Check out Eagle Pass, sitting at 91, 87 in Pearsall, and then 85 in Uvalde. We move into Thursday morning. Temperatures in the 60s. Future clouds and radar still trying to bring us some rainfall. It's a really hopeful model for today. It's trying to bring us some shower activity over the next couple of days, but not expecting that. We move into Thursday afternoon. Temperatures will eventually rise into the 80s, so another warm day there. Now, how much rain can we expect over the next 7 days? The answer is not a lot. We're talking about 1/4 inch of rain or less all across the region, and I think a lot of us will make it through this next week without a drop of rain. We need the rainfall to help fill up the aquifer, but again, we don't need it as bad as what we had last week. Last week, the aquifer is still well below 660, but today we're sitting at 665.8 feet. It is down 0.2 of a foot in the last 24 hours. That 10-day average, the number that matters, at 662.5 feet, above the 660 mark. But remember, stage 1 water restrictions remain in place because it has to be above 660 for about 14 days before SAWS and city officials come together and decide whether or not to lift those water restrictions. Our average rainfall by month showing 5.6 inches for the month of October, and that makes it the 3rd wettest month that we have had so far this year. And we picked up pretty much a majority of that rain, nearly all of it, just last week. 31.46 is what we're at for the year, and the average year, 32.38. That's a whole calendar year. We're almost there. So that's nice to see, because 2019 and 2020, it was almost like, man, it never rained. We only got about 21 inches. Really about 42 inches total between the years together. Both the years finished up more than 10 inches behind average on rainfall. And you may be saying, how are we still in drought? What is the drought monitor showing there? We have moderate drought showing up in some spots, but drought monitor not taking into account the amount of rainfall that we had there Wednesday and Friday. That will update in the next drought monitor map, which will come out on Thursday, and you will see huge improvements, maybe even not any abnormally dry areas in our region. I mean, we had so much rainfall. Here's your 7-day forecast. Notice it will be warmer for today, warmer over the next few days as temperatures rise into the 80s, and we just slowly climb that ladder there. Our average for this time of year in the top right corner of your screen, 60 for a low, 81 for a high, and we will just be well above that here as we head throughout this next week. And you see 20 to 10% chances for rain Saturday, Sunday, and Monday. Really nothing significant there. But again, hopefully we can get some better rain chances in here as we head into November. But right now, the 8 to 14-day outlook showing that that's not likely. The end of October, early November, showing that we could have below average rainfall and above average temperatures. That would be mid-80s for highs to upper 80s for highs this time of year. Your Lone Star 3-day forecast showing us that we are going to have warm conditions, not just for us, but across the state. A little bit of sunshine for places like El Paso, up towards Waco, up that I-35 corridor, and even Austin going to be dealing with a little bit more cloud cover, similar to what we're dealing with. And here's your Texas Gulf Coast forecast for this weekend. I mentioned this yesterday. It's still looking great this weekend if you want to head down to the beach. But look at Port Aransas and Galveston on Sunday. Could be a little bit of shower and thunderstorm activity. Don't let that stop you. It's still going to be a beautiful weekend to go hang out on the sand down there along the coastal bend, and should be really beautiful down towards South Padre Island. Here's your Texas State Park forecast. If state parks are more your speed, looking like we're going to be having temperatures rise into the 80s for highs to even near 90 down towards Devils River State Natural area, with a little bit of cloud cover in the morning and a partly cloudy sky in the afternoon. So, y'all, that's it for the update. Meteorologist Andrew Wilson is going to be on this afternoon with the latest update to the forecast. We're going to tweak a few of the numbers, I'm sure, whenever she comes in, just to, whenever some of the new model data comes in, we always try to key in to the perfect forecast for y'all. So she'll be on at noon today. Weather Chief Bill Taylor on at 4, 5, 6, and 10. I myself will be filling in for Holly Stoker so far on traffic today, keeping everybody updated on road conditions. So be sure to tune into that as well. And why don't we take just a quick look out there at some of the roadways before you head out on your lunch break, if you intend to do that here in the next hour or so. Looking pretty smooth out there on the roadways, not seeing any issues. Of course, every roadway is dry, no big problems out there. So I'll leave you all with the 7-day forecast. Have a wonderful rest of your day, and we'll continue to keep you updated on everything right here at KENS 5.